I've been to prison on 7 different occasions.
On 7 different occasions.
Yeah, with a maximum sentence of 2 years for one. My name is Kweku Gardiner. I'm a Fanti by tribe. I'm a Ghanaian. I live around Tesano. I'm a product of Prince of Wales College, presently Achimota Secondary School. From there, I went to Tech. I did architectural draftsmanship. But due to peer pressure, half parenting, and other exponential factors, I fell victim to the use of drugs, i.e., heroin, cocaine, cannabis, and anything that alters the state of mind. Peer pressure, because it was a mate that introduced me to my first use of drugs. I started from opium before I came back to the weed and went up to cocaine and heroin. It was upon persistent observation. I was in class with this guy. I liked him so much, so I was always attached to him. And somewhere along the line, between the hours of 9:45 to 11 o'clock, I see him different. So I swore an oath of allegiance to him, and he took me to our sports field one day. It was there he introduced me to first shoot of opium, liquid opium.
What is opium? What does it do?
Opium is another sedative. It comes from the opiate plant, just like cannabis and the coca plant is here. Opiate is another sedative, but he takes it in the liquid form because he gave me a shot, a 5 milliliter syringe shot.
Through your veins?
Yeah, ultravenous. I didn't really see how then after 30 minutes it was like I'm the same person. I thought I would look gigantic or a bit different as compared to his mood. So he told me that the thing is very expensive and he cannot kill his desire and serve me. So what I have to do is I have to contribute for a better shoot. I didn't mind. I did what I have to do to get the best.
You gave him money?
Yeah, I gave him money. Lo and behold, it was even before snack time. So I forced him that we go to our place of performance and we use whatever is there.
Okay.
And for the first time, he gave me a full syringe of the solution. I felt the euphoria very mildly until we started leaving the place. We were both high. And he, after school, goes back home. He's parked his car. But for me, I have to go back to the dining hall. And that day, it was a mess in the dining hall.
What happened?
Achimota is a mixed school. We sit with table with girls. It's about 6 girls, 6 boys. And that day we were taking kenke and fish with pepper for lunch.
Okay.
Now all of a sudden I saw all the girls laughing at me. I didn't know what was wrong. Not knowing they had served me the kenke with the fish and the pepper in a different plate, I take the kenke and instead tap it on the table way far from the pepper and fish plate.
And you were eating?
I was busily eating, enjoying my kenke.
And they were laughing at you? But you didn't know the reason why they were laughing?
I didn't know the reason why. So
nobody also told you that?
Nobody told me because the stigma attached to my image alone was so fearful to comment. So their laughing and fidgeting called the attention of the prefects. They came to my table and they saw me doing same. I said, no, Gardiner, come. They took me to where the prefects sit, a higher table, where they can see the whole dining hall. They questioned me, no answers. Because the code of silence should reign all throughout. So what they decided to do is to give me punishment. Maybe that will help me come out with something. So they made me carry a bowl of kenke on my head while standing. And lo and behold, I fell down with the bowl of kenke, myself and everything on the first table, flat, unconscious.
They never knew what was wrong with you?
No. Until they took me to Achimota Hospital and Dr. Sogbojo confirmed that I had taken something that's highly sedative. And I never even confessed to him.
You
what I had
denied?
taken. Yeah. I met a friend who is also an Achimota. Hey, Kweku nende de wepie. Ende de me call full day. Say, na sisi a o coin. I'm so me call fall about the car. Then he said, no, he's also going there. He would like to go with me.
Okay, the same direction.
The same direction. But before we go, let's pass Odona. We went there, and to my surprise, I heard some kind of strange shoutings. Your rock, your tie, your dynamite, your kiko, your...
Okay, as if you are at a marketplace.
The people were marketing something I never seen.
And you were hearing your rock.
Yeah, your rock, your tie, your gomoza, your ashish. They were marketing this. I asked my friend, what is this? But just after 5-10 minutes, I decided to go in also. And I saw him with... That time I didn't know it was the bunker. He had some pipe-like thing in the mouth. He had lighted matches, not knowing he was using cocaine.
Wow.
So I saw him and said, now, Bibi say now on can't share now so be try. Me man no we ni opium ni we nyina da. So he had courage and bought one for him. That time, one chunk of rock was 5 cedis. Way back 80 something. I used it. I didn't see it well until the next one. And 1 is too much, 1,000 is not enough. So when, behold, my first day I tested this thing, I sold everything on me and came home with my boxer shorts and singlet.
Hold on. You tried the first one.
The first rock hit.
You were not certified with what you took. So you decided to try the next one.
Take a second one.
And then the second one.
The second one gave me a feeling for 1,000. And 1,000 is never enough. The drugs was taking all my time. So the best thing I wanted to do was to leave the system, go outside, kill myself with the drugs where nobody can see me. So I started developing an attitude of recovering whatever my father had left me testamentary.
Okay.
Yo.
So you were not working?
I wasn't working.
So you sold the house?
Sold the house.
What did you use the money for?
For drugs and the obsession of all these things. That's what I'm saying. I used some negligible amount just to build something to make me look responsible. Yeah. I got a woman, a fancy woman. I had 2 issues with her. I was trying to play the role of a father at the expense of my drugs.
For everybody to see that, yes, you are responsible.
But it wasn't the best at all. Because it is another way of passing innocent people through a serious trauma.
That is what you cause your family.
That is what I cause my family. Whatever I buy home,
you come home, daddy is home. Daddy is bringing this home, and then daddy takes it back.
I bought myself a stove, a microwave, a well-implemented kitchen, and a current ladies' kitchen. A good environment, but you'll be there and you'll be watching TV and I'll tell you that I can smell gas. There is gas in the room, which means the cylinder is leaking. Tomorrow I'll go and work on it. That is my first cure in the morning.
It goes and doesn't come back.
It shouldn't even come back because I bought it with my own money. You see, so these are some of the ways I used to get rid of all the things I bought in the house. At a point in time, I saw that, no, it is becoming too much. It is better I tell my wife that this is my style.
So you told your wife?
I told her plainly that, Charlie, me say na me yo, and I didn't know. And ya dear me to me I then. Ejai sisia. Once now, mommy, yasa. You see the problem? Where and when she cannot talk. Go on say yes, I'm me. Yes, I'm pepper, say me conum be na me ba. Because I'm see me do it here. I'm chouty. I'm a man prison. TV pesa dear. Just to.
So at the point, you had no money. So where were you getting money to smoke?
No, I was using communist inferior tactics. When I
Come again?
Communist inferior tactics.
What is that?
When I say communist inferior tactics, there are ways to make somebody make commitment within a legal framework, but outside the true cause.
Within like a legal framework.
Yeah. One of the things that took me to prison was I was in Tesano. There are lands that were fallow. So what I do is I erect an AMA signpost there.
Were you working with them in AMA?
No, I have full knowledge of their operations and whatever they do. This kind of stop work and things, so it's my work.
You've been writing them.
Yeah, I have a way of
you had a contract from AMA to be writing.
They can never give me that contract. I was doing it out of my own discretion. You see stop work, you'll be scared because you are bent on finishing your project.
Okay.
I have informants around that are with you, but I don't know. They will tell you to go to this office. So
they will come to the AMA office?
They won't come there. I have my outfit numbers and things so
okay.
with you.
So they will call you?
They will call. When you call, I'll relocate you. I'll come and meet you at Town and Country Planning under AMA.
You will be there?
I will be there.
Do you have an office there?
I don't have an office, but I have an unofficial office outside the building.
So you meet them outside?
I meet them.
Neatly dressed?
Neatly dressed, of course. Then we make amicable settlement, you make a commitment, and we relocate in one way or the other, or you pay charges of encroachment, then we relocate.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were making money from it?
Of course, I was making good money from that. And after I put up another thing, strategy to make money was to investigate VAT.
Were you a private investigator?
No, I'm more than a private investigator due to my educational background and the intelligence I bought from school. I'm a graphics designer myself.
Okay.
So I designed a complimentary card for myself. I had a VAT file. Then I got VAT audit letters. The companies that owe. So
how are you getting them?
I've duped the system over serious amounts.
So you were sent to prison?
So I was sent to prison finally for 2 years.
So you were given 2 years?
I was given 2 years. Yes.
To Insawan prison?
I went to Insawan prisons and I was there on transferred to a camp prison.
Where?
Because 2 years is a transfer sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it James Camp?
No, I think I'd come to James Camp on 2 occasions already.
So
I was taking
that was your third one, your third prison.
My sentences there, they plenty. My sentences, they plenty. They go come June, July. When they call you a June, July prisoner, which means when they discharge you, they reach 1 month, then you come again.
So you were a June, July prisoner?
I was a June, July prisoner. My mother was the marriage counselor for Methodist Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, and my sister was married to a Pentecostal pastor. So they were visiting me with a church bus. And everybody was surprised that, hey, also for Bapa, no Diboni say, I saw the car near the bano. Hey, Kweku, we are evil. Hey, we are Lucifer. Kweku, we are Bonsam.
And you had the name evil.
Yeah. In fact, the name too had effect on me. But I wasn't thinking twice when I need to effect any evil thing.
I understand sometimes you people can fake accidents. Is it true?
It's very true. It is very true.
How is it done?
Let's take our railroad, the one in front of us. You see, most often in the morning it's very busy.
Okay.
The incoming cars are more than the outgoing cars.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take the incoming cars. Okay. That is where pressure is. And instead of walking outside the lane, you walk on the lane upon basis of negligence. But if you go cause the accident, the loose one crabby, you go use your elbow, hit the side mirror.
Okay.
They hit them in such a way they move. I go hit them one side, jump over the screen to the other side. I will hit the side mirror on my immediate side. That will cause your attention to be there, and I'll jump across the screen. It can even be a windscreen break. Now lie in the middle lane. It's smart. Italians taught us this work.
And you lie
accident
there.
trap.
What happens to the driver?
The driver, you will be my victim. What happens to you at the think of? It be the money I want to make from you.
But you are down. So will you
I'm down. I have a stiff man there who rushed to the scene.
Okay.
Then number akwana bomb you. We have say free move. So then no, you too, if you be humanitarian enough, but us say make we do it. Make we see the car inside go hospital. The hospital going I go show you say me I know they go hospital. Be hair balance song. Yeah. So now you make your commitments. that time we will get some toy gun we dey use. When e dey your back, you no go fit look back.
Oh.
Your gold chain, your wedding ring, your wetin all be bonus. My mother used to give me money to go and smoke drugs because when she leaves without that thing, e go come the TV, the fridge and things, so e no dey there.
Ah, she was giving you money to smoke.
Of course, you have to make peace in the house before you go outside. Yes.